All right, let's talk about our main topic here, David. You brought up before the show interest rates, and you posed the question, are the Feds going to cut interest rates? Will those rates be coming down? And how do those interest rates affect your retirement?
Yes, Jim. Short answer, yes, they will. And they will cut them multiple times. And this is going to be a big cycle. It is going to affect the retirement world and the economical world very, very fast. And I'm gonna go over a couple things in a couple ways how. But the first thing I want to get into is after they're cut, okay, what do they really affect? Right? What's the immediate effect of a lower interest rate? Well, first of all, when the Fed gives clues to cutting interest rates, companies, banks, right, financial institutions are the first ones to know. So you'll know interest rates will start dropping on a lot of different things. CD rates will start dropping. Money market rates will start dropping, right? And we're going to see that happen fast. Okay. Why this is so important is that the retirement industry right now has a dramatic opportunity. And this is why we've been so busy, is because, you know, during the retirement phase, people don't realize that to be able to get more conservative things and conservative assets, you have to have a good rate of return. You have to have a good guaranteed rate. You have to have a good fixed rate, right? We are offered those things right now. Right? I have clients making 5.8%, okay? Guaranteed for 10 years in retirement. If a client has $1 million, they're going to make $58,000 on income every year for 10 years straight. Off their principal. We will not see this again when rates cut. It will be dramatically lowered, okay? And the actuaries behind the scenes, right? And trust me, I know this because they all don't want, that to fall back on them. They're going to do the math behind the scenes and say, hey, we need to start cutting. Okay, so it's going to happen fast. And how that affects the retirees is the retirees won't have a chance to get into some of these things. Okay, so the people that have already gotten in are going to be grateful that they got in, right? A lot of my clients are going to be very grateful that they have gotten in. And where I'm getting at is this, Jim. We have an opportunity right now that we've never had. Okay, we have rates and cap rates and par rates and fixed rates that we've never seen in the retirement industry. We've only seen them in lower industries, right? We've only seen them in stock markets or with risk volatility, and we've only seen them with those rate of returns when people needed to risk their money. We have the average rate of the stock market return in a fixed rate right now. It is absolutely unbelievable what you have offered out there. And if you're listening to me right now, you need to call us. You need to sit down, you need to go over some of these things and be able to plan and put your assets away, whether you're generating income, whether you want, safety of your assets. I really push towards safety. And, I love the market. I love what it can do when it has, when you're actively trading, when you're super aggressive, like, I'm one of those people that love watching the market and being able to buy, the dips. I love everything about it. But when I retire, I'm not doing that anymore. Obviously, when you retire, you want that beach lifestyle. You want to do those things that you've worked so hard for, right? So you've got to transition your assets into something that will work for you without the stress. Be safer with a lot of your funds, guys. And I can't stress enough, right now is the perfect time to have that opportunity and to seize it. Okay, so again, call me at 251-236-4371. We'll set up a meeting. It's 100% free. I mean, worst case scenario is you sit down with me and we can't help you, but that's not going to happen, guys. I mean, we've got a lot of opportunities out there that I think that once you see this, that people don't bring up, because obviously brokers aren't going to want you to get out of the market, right? They're not going to want you to get out of the products that you're in. Why would they, right? They're making money off you. So we all know that. But shop your plan, know what's out there, know what best benefits your retirement. And the interest rates right now aren't going to be here for very long.